Have you ever wondered how much bacon a person with Parkinson's can give up before life loses all meaning? Or maybe how to deal with stiffness that just won't let go? Well, you're in the right place because today we're dealing with something that I love. I love answering your real questions straight from the comments. And trust me, some of these are going to surprise you. But stick around to the very end because I've got a Bryce-ism that you don't want to miss.
Welcome to Living with Parkinsons. The good, the bad, and the reality. Real talk, real life, real community with Bryce Perry. Let's begin.
All right. Well, welcome to the channel. I want to thank my loyal viewers for always coming back and sticking with me. And if you're new here, my name is Bryce, and this is Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. Now, this channel is all about providing strength, hope, and support to individuals living with Parkinson's and their caregivers. And we share motivational stories, tips, and insights to help you navigate life with Parkinson's. If you're looking for this type of content, make sure to subscribe. And guess what? Today's program is your questions, my answers, real Parkinson's Q&A. And I want to dive right in. I love this episode. We do this once a month. And these questions are taken right from the last 4 weeks since the last time we did this, right from the comments in YouTube and off our podcast. So anyway, let's kick things off with a gem. And this is from Mary Kane 5668, who wrote, "You gave up bacon? Are you serious?" Well, Mary, great question. And let me clear this up right away. I didn't actually give up bacon. If Parkinson's ever tries to take my bacon away, we're going to have a real fight on our hands. But here's the truth. All of us have that one thing that we don't want to give up, don't we? You know, for some it's bacon, and for some it's coffee, for some it's chocolate or wine. Parkinson's is already stealing enough from us. So I'm a believer in holding on to those little joys that keep life delicious, like peanut M&Ms. Moderation, sure. Total sacrifice, not if I can help it. Hey, how about this in the comments? What's one thing that you would never give up? Never. Okay. Here's a Bryce-ism for that one. With Parkinson's, if you have to choose between joy and perfection, choose joy. Perfection won't keep you warm at night, but joy just might. Okay, great question. Moving on. This one comes from Jimmy Guyton 7882, and he asked this: what is the worst stiffness that you've had? You had in your legs and your feet? Okay, well, thanks for this one, Jimmy. Well, see, stiffness is my biggest symptom. So I feel you on this one. The worst I've had, honestly, it was one night. I think I woke up about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it felt like my calves were made of concrete. I remember I swung my legs out of bed, and they just didn't move. And here's the funny part. I actually tried negotiating with them. I'm sitting there in the dark whispering, "Come on, guys, just 10 steps to the bathroom." It didn't work. But here's one that does help me. Stretching before bed, a warm shower, and some magnesium spray on the legs. That combo at least makes me feel like I have a fighting chance. So that was an excellent question. And here's a Bryce-ism with that one. With Parkinson's, sometimes you have to sweet talk your own legs just to get them on your side. Been there, done that? How about me in the comments? If that's been you, me in the comments. All right, moving right along. This next question comes from Susan M444. And she asked this: do you ever feel like your meds wear off at the worst possible times? Susan? Absolutely. And I swear Parkinson's has a sense of humor about it, right? My meds never went off when I'm just alone watching TV. No. They wait until I'm in a grocery store line or sitting in a meeting. I remember one time I was at a birthday party, and just as everybody was singing, happy birthday, my body froze up like a statue. There I was looking like this wax figure while people are all belting out happy birthday. But what helps me is keeping a rescue dose handy and always being honest with people. Rescue dose of what, you ask? Well, of my levodopa and my pills. So I always have some in almost every pocket just in case. And, and again, being honest with people. Sometimes I'll say, hey, meds just wore off. Give me a second. And guess what? Those people that matter, they'll understand that. Don't be afraid to speak up and tell people what's going on. I promise you, they will surprise you. Okay, I'm racist for that one. Okay. Parkinson's has terrible timing, but you get to decide if it ruins the moment. Parkinson's has terrible timing, but you get to decide if it ruins the moment. All right. That was a really, really great question. And let's wrap up this first episode with one more. And this one is from Clive Adams 4538. And he asked this: do you ever get embarrassed by the facial masking? Well, Clive, I always love your questions in the comments. And thank you for being so real about everything. But yes, truthfully, it's one of the hardest things for me, right? In group photos, I look back at these photos, right? And I see myself with like no expression. My mouth's half open, and while everybody else is smiling, I'm just sitting there and I'm just like that. And, I don't know. I talk to people about it and they say, I don't see it. I'll say, I'm looking at these pictures and, oh, please don't take a picture. And, if you got any pictures, go back and look at them again, because I just don't like, these group shots. And they always tell me they don't see it. And I don't know if that's true or not, because I see it. Don't you? Like when you start getting that facial masking and, how about in the comments, do you see it, or do other people say they don't see it? Because I do. And it does bother me. It really absolutely bothers me. It's one of those things. I don't know if I'm vain. Maybe I'm a little vain. Maybe I'm a little, maybe some people are saying it really doesn't matter to them. And that's great. I wish I felt that way, and I don't. I know I see it and it bothers me, and that's the bottom line. And, it's tough sometimes, but here's the thing that I've learned. Okay. So people who love you, they don't need your face to tell them how you feel. Okay. So I'm always kind of worried, like, what do people think? What are they thinking? What do they feel that I'm thinking right now? But people that love you don't need your face to tell you how you feel. They already know it. And if I remind myself that even if Parkinson's takes away my smile, it can't take away my joy unless I let it. Right? Parkinson's cannot take your joy unless you let it take your joy. And you have to change that mindset. And do I have a Parkinson's for that one? Well, guess what? I kind of do. And this is a tough one for me again, but this is, after much contemplation, this is what I came up with. With Parkinson's, sometimes your face forgets to smile. But that just means that your heart has to smile louder. I think that's a pretty good one. And I think that's a good place to pause, right? I've got way more questions. I mean, I had to pick the best 10, but I've got way more real questions lined up for part 2. That one really hit me, actually. And so I appreciate that. But, I'm going to give you one that included it. There's one coming up in part 2, and it's going to come right up after this. So, hang on here. But it made me laugh out loud the first time I read it so much. So, you don't want to miss that one. But before you go, if you've got a burning question about Parkinson's or about me, drop it in the comments, and who knows, it might show up on the next month's Q&A. But guess what? I want to thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in part 2. And I think you can probably see it if Parkinson's, if YouTube's doing its thing. I think you can probably see it right about here or here. One of these two, just click there. Come on with me. Let's go to part 2.
Parkinson's may be part of your life, but it doesn't get to define it. Thanks for listening to Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. If this episode moved you, helped you, or reminded you you're not alone, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Want to go deeper? The Inner Circle is waiting. Monthly Zoom calls, 24/7 community, and a direct line to Bryce. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until next time, keep showing up and keep doing life today.